Since Battlefield 1942 stormed onto the scene in 2002, the Battlefield franchise has been the gold standard for large-scale multiplayer warfare, captivating millions with its blends of immersive battles, destructible environments, and unscripted heroics. From the muddy trenches of World War I to the high-tech war zones of Battlefield 2142, this series has taken players on a journey through time, delivering experiences that are as thrilling as they are unforgettable. Now, with Battlefield 6 on its way this October, it looks like this entry into the franchise is getting back to its roots and hopefully making amends with the player base for the fumble that was Battlefield 2042. As I've read the articles and watched the release trailers, it's got me wondering, will Battlefield 6 unleash the explosive chaos of their previous titles and bury Call of Duty Black Ops 7 in the rubble? Or will Battlefield fall into the Battle Royale and item store pitfalls of oh so many other first-person shooters? I'm cautiously optimistic about what's coming, but I don't think I can pre-order. Not just yet. Let's go back to where it all started. Battlefield 1942 was released in 2002 with massive maps, 64 players, tanks, and planes. It was like a war movie you could control. You could attack the enemy position with various classes like Scout, Assault, and Medic, and the way you played was up to you. Jump into the firing lines with an Assault class, blow up enemy vehicles with the anti-tank, or if you were like me, you'd be sniping from a hillside, missing every shot you took like you were back in high school trying out those pickup lines with the ladies after gym class. Battlefield 2 in 2025 amped up the squad play with voice comms and stats, turning every match into a war story that you and your buddies would never forget. Then Bad Company in 2008 and Bad Company 2 in 2010 stole the show. Honestly, these two are my all-time favorites. These games introduced the franchise to the Frostbite engine and paved the way for insane amounts of destruction. You could blow up a house to oust those pesky campers, or blast a wall to flank an entrenched sniper. Bad Company's campaign had you play as Preston Marlowe, alongside Sweetwater, Haggard, and Sergeant Redford, with Sweetwater and Haggard as the comic relief, cracking jokes and giving the games a lighter, more personable tone.
Okay guys, stack up!
They said not to wait up.
So you reckon that the rainbow sprinkles are the way forward with the donut?
Absolutely, because then you get the different textures between soft donut
Could you two
and
get your
crunchy
asses over
sprinkles.
here right now?
Did you lose something, Sarge?
Drop something, Sergeant?
This is supposed to be a stealth mission.
Why?
Never mind. You're here now. I need you to breach that door.
Oh, charades! I know this. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Hang on,
is it musical?
No, it's gotta be, it's a book. No.
Okay, sign language 101. This means stay low. This means stack up. And this means I'm gonna put your lights out if you don't shut up.
Stack up. No, I'm pretty sure that means one syllable.
Just shut up. Breach that door.
Okay.
Bad Company 2's rush mode on maps like Arica Harbor was Battlefield perfection. You know, to this day, I still don't know if I'm saying that right. Arica? I don't know. Battlefield 3 and 4 kept the fire burning with cinematic maps and 64-player chaos like Battlefield 3's Caspian Border. Both games took a turn away from the jokes of the two Bad Company games, but still had compelling enough stories and pretty spectacular multiplayer. For many in the community, Battlefield 3 was the ultimate peak and pinnacle for the Battlefield franchise. Then, Battlefield 1 shifted gears from modern combat and nailed World War I's grit. Those dreadnought battles were surreal. Battlefield 5 tripped up a bit with its live service and pacing, but many of the franchise's fans enjoyed it. It just didn't quite land for me. Then there was Battlefield 2042 in 2021. Oh, Battlefield 2042. It crashed hard. No campaign, bugs everywhere, and those specialists instead of classes. It's like what EA forgot many of us old heads loved about the franchise and what brought many more into the fold with the Bad Company games. 2042 had terrible weapon and equipment balances, glitches galore, and no freaking scoreboard. However, over the past few years, the game has been updated and patched and is now somewhat playable. But to be honest with you, it's not worth your time. Like those girls I hit on after gym class. It just wasn't meant to be. All things considered, destruction is why Battlefield hooked us. In Bad Company 2, you could RPG sections of a building until they collapsed on the fools inside. Tanks could blast open an entry point for an approaching squad and change the whole idea of close quarters combat. It wasn't just cool, it changed the first-person shooter genre and helped define what Battlefield is. Every map was a new adventure because the map got wrecked and evolved over time. Many of nights with my friends, we'd purposely all load up with RPGs and C4 and see how many buildings we could knock down in a given match. Battlefield 3 and 4 cranked it up with more destruction and better graphics to highlight the chaos. Battlefield 4 introduced Levolution, where major events would happen on the map, almost entirely changing the flow of the map mid-match. Battlefield 4's Siege of Shanghai skyscraper collapse was jaw-dropping. And I still remember the first time we blew up the dam and watched massive chunks of concrete come flying off and rolling down the streets. Pure, glorious chaos. Fans online have been screaming for that gritty military chaos to return to the franchise. Battlefield isn't a place for pre-designed operators and goofy shop skins. Longtime fans have been begging for the return to the realistic military weapons and grounded cosmetics. And it looks like Battlefield 6 is answering the call. Since the July 24 trailer, we've seen cities getting obliterated, buildings getting systematically blown to bits, debris becoming cover, and sledgehammers smashing new avenues of approach. And it seems like the fans are getting what they've been asking for. This time, the game is set in 2027 and features urban maps like Manhattan Bridge and Siege of Cairo, alongside more open maps like Liberation Peak and Operation Firestorm. This is Battlefield 3 Energy Reborn, and as a big fan of the Bad Company games and Battlefield 3, I am all in for it. Let's get into Battlefield 6's upcoming free-to-play Battle Royale, with both a standard mode and a more competitive Gauntlet mode. This could be huge, but I'm a bit on edge. It's a 64-player mode and EA's gunning for over 100 million players to be in the fray. That could pack the Battlefield with new players, and I'm stoked for that. But here's the catch. Free-to-play games are hacker centrals. We've all been domed by a Warzone aimbot from across the map or through a wall, and Battlefield's wide-open maps could be a cheater's playground. Plus, EA might chase Fortnite with that store. Even though the devs have said they're keeping the skins real and grounded for now, who knows what those EA execs will try to do to entice more players and drain every penny out of the player base. Neon pink tanks or superhero snipers? No thanks. Leave that for Call of Duty. This series needs to stay gritty, not go full cartoon or cel-shaded or whatever you want to call it. Battlefield 5's Storm, a 64-player Battle Royale, tanked because it wasn't free-to-play and got crushed by Warzone. If Battlefield 6's free-to-play Battle Royale doubles down on Battlefield's core strengths, squad play, vehicles, destructible maps, it could be a blast. That is, if EA can keep the free-to-play hacker base at bay. Battlefield 6 hits October 10th, just before Black Ops 7's rumored November 14th drop. The new Battlefield game is bringing it back to the basics, 64-player matches and Conquest and Rush modes, set in 2027 with the remnants of a broken NATO pitted against Pax Armada, a massive private military group. It's got a single-player campaign said to be inspired by the Lioness and Civil War, plus Battlefield Portal for those custom-made modes. The class system, Assault, Medic, Recon, and Support, is back with a cool new Medic drag mechanic for those revives under fire. And for those that might be wondering, the Battlefield 6 open beta runs August 9 and 10, along with the 14th through 17th, with early access to the beta on August 7th and 8th. It's said to take about 75 gigabytes of storage and should be out on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. Now, Black Ops 7 is going bold in the campaign, but it's still another Call of Duty at the end of the day. Its campaign is co-op, which could be awesome, but Call of Duty's co-op track record, like Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, has been shaky. It's got a 20v20 skirmish mode where you, quote, use your wingsuit to flank and reach objectives before your enemy. Personally, I'm not a big fan of the wingsuits. Fans of Call of Duty Online are torn on Black Ops 7's trippy story and Warzone style skins. Think Beavis and Butthead or American Dad operators. Black Ops 7's also on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which might hold back its visuals compared to Battlefield 6's next-gen only focus. I mean, older consoles are fine, but it seems a bit odd to me that we're still releasing new games on last-gen consoles. Remember, the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X came out in 2020. Yeah, that 2020. With Black Ops 7 promising more of the same Call of Duty formula, with some minor new additions, and Battlefield 6 promising to get back to their roots, it'll be interesting to see how the two first-person shooter giants battle it out this fall. I've got to be honest, if Black Ops 7 wasn't coming out on Game Pass, day one at that, I wouldn't be spending any cash on it. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm pretty excited to have another Battlefield game, with all its boring and real-world military-themed skins to sink my teeth into. So will Battlefield 6 unleash the explosive chaos of its past entries, like Bad Company and Battlefield 3, and bury Black Ops 7? I'm betting it can. With 64-player Conquest and Rush, next-gen destruction, and campaign screaming Bad Company 2 meets Battlefield 3, it appears to have that Battlefield soul we've all been craving. It could blow Black Ops 7's arcade shooter style out of the water, especially with Call of Duty's track record of focusing on collabs and twitchy movement. But the Battle Royale is a true wild card. The free-to-play model might bring hackers or goofy skins, but we'll just have to see how that all fleshes out. We've got some more to see with the influx of videos getting posted on the internet with the ongoing early access, and hopefully most of us can get our hands on the game with the upcoming beta. If Battlefield 6 delivers that Bad Company chaos, it's going to be a blast for new players and us old school fans. I'll be streaming the early access beta on August 7 and 8 over on Twitch. Come stop by and see what you think. But those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Can Battlefield 6 top Black Ops 7 and bring back the Battlefield we love? Drop your thoughts in the comments, vote in our poll, and share your favorite Battlefield moment. Thanks for watching, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and remember, oh man, I don't want to die to this song.